Hello, glad to have you here. And today we're going to finish up the discussion that we were doing yesterday on how to see obstacles in a positive way, a way that doesn't cause you to stuff down negative feelings and upset and frustration just down inside until you can't feel it anymore until later when it pops up, and it will pop back up. And I have two more suggestions that I wanted to bring to you. So I didn't want to overload you yesterday, but I wanted to bring these today. So as you're hopping on, know that you can drop your comments, your questions, your opinions in the chat. Hopping on, let me know where you're coming in from, and that would be great. So first of all, I'm going to go on and introduce myself because when I start talking, I have a tendency to push it way off. So let me do that. My name is Cherie Woodard. For those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, I use lead generation, and I use video marketing, as well as giving you other updated, modern, and I just lost what I was going to say, but anyway, modern and updated trending, that's the word I was looking for. Trending strategies and tips. So that's basically what I do. And I have something to share with you later if you hang out with me. And I will talk to you about that towards the end. So today I only have 2 points, but they are important, and I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more that can be added, but for me, these are the things that I did that helped me to pull myself up out of that feeling that I wanted to hide the day, hide myself, that I wanted to just kind of act like the obstacle didn't happen, or that I wish that it didn't, just all those types of things, instead of just acknowledging it, learning from it, and growing. And I talked about yesterday finding the good, learning the lesson or finding the lesson in what you just went through, as well as uh, choosing to never, never lose. And today, I want to talk to you about these two. So, number one, I'll start with is believe in you. And that's something that a lot of people have difficulty with today. And I'm sure, it may have been a thing back in the day, but it's so much more evident today. Excuse me, I forgot my water. And but anyway, it's important to believe in you. If you don't believe in you, then most of the battle is, already lost, because you have to know what, what it is that you want to do, who it is that you want to help, how do you want to help them, what solutions can you provide, what and everybody in your that you really want to help. I was going to say in your target market, but I don't know that everyone would know what that means. So it's the people that you have decided that you want to help. So how can you help them if you can't believe enough in you, and how you got through certain things, and what made the difference for you? How can you help someone else when you can't believe in you? And it's so important to do that. It's so important to know that you're a person of value. It's important to know that nobody can do what you can, because you are an individual. You are special. None of us are alike. There's only one you. So it's so important to believe in you and what it is that you want to accomplish and what it is and who it is that you want to help and how you can do that. So that's number two, actually, number one. And then the other one that I had was it's so important that we get, like, I used to get so upset and wish the day never happened, or, wish that I could hide, or, wish we could have a do over or whatever. But, what I needed to do was allow myself time to grow into what I was learning. What, all through my life, I've been learning and growing and doing different things and deciding what I wanted to do in my life. And then I finally got to something that, I thought would be something that I would do probably for the rest of my life, but that didn't happen. You could not have told me that I wouldn't be able to be a nurse until I got tired, till I was ready to quit, till I was ready to retire, because I don't quit, but retire. And it happened though, and it happened beyond my control. My limbs decided they didn't want to work anymore. And so I have difficulty getting up and down. But, still, I learned so much over time that even though it hurt me, even though it broke me down and I fell to the floor when I came home and I just sobbed and cried and prayed, it, still was my reality. And I needed to deal with that because I still had my two kids that were younger and they still needed, taking care of. And I needed to provide a living. I needed to take care of them, and me. Of course, I didn't think about me. I was thinking about my kids and our lives, and how was I going to maintain that and get them the things that they need as they continue to grow and get bigger, and then they need new stuff and what have you. But I learned along the way in this company that I'm in, that's a mentorship and educational company. I learned from them that it's important to give yourself grace. And when I first heard that, I was like, what? So it was like, take the load off of your shoulders. You have to give yourself time when you're learning certain things that are foreign to you. And I had no background in business or marketing. My background was nursing. So for me to try to learn marketing, and even though I had some math skills, I didn't have, a lot. It's just certain things that, it took me longer. And then, building out my website, for example, it took me, I want to say, over a month. Whereas there were some people that had certain experiences and they were able to jump right in and get it done sooner, much sooner than I was able to. And then I had to think about, keeping my blinders on and maintaining and learning, didn't mean anything was wrong with me. It meant that I need to give myself grace, give myself time. As I was learning and growing, it was so important to be able to. Oh, I didn't look at the clock. Okay, I'm doing good. I didn't give myself time. And then as I heard that, from one of our mentors, and she said, you have to give yourself grace, give yourself time, be kind and caring to yourself, like you would do for someone else. If someone else was having a problem and they felt like they weren't learning and maybe this wasn't for them or whatever, you would cheer them on. You would tell them to take some time, give yourself a few minutes, give yourself an hour, give yourself time for your brain to, make those changes that need to be made so that you can continue to learn and grow. So, those are the two that I wanted to bring to you today. And that's because I feel like they're also important. as the things that I brought to you yesterday, but I didn't want to, like I said, overload you with that information. But it's so important that we love and care for ourselves, that we give ourselves time, grace, care, that we also learn to believe in yourself. If you don't yet, learn to believe in you. Because if you don't believe in you, then no one else is going to believe in you. And I shouldn't say it like that, because there are people that can see things in you. One my mentor was saying this yesterday on Clubhouse. There are people, mentors, people that are watching, that see you, and they know that you can do this. They, just something they see in you that you don't see in yourself. And so I thought about that, and I wanted to share that today too. So I hope that this was helpful. Are there any questions about that? How important it is to really, really care for yourself, to really believe in yourself, to give yourself a break, cut yourself some slack, you know, give yourself grace so that you can, learn the information that you need to learn, or do whatever it is that you need to do. It may not be perfect, but the other thing I learned is done is better than perfect, because perfect is fleeting. We never make it to perfection. When we get to where we thought perfection was, it's already changed and into something else, and you got to keep going. Keep growing, keep learning, keep pushing, never giving up, never saying I can't do this, never telling yourself that, because that's also, as you tell your brain something, then your brain is there to protect you. So it will say, okay, she can't do this. So, and it will, you won't even realize your brain is, taking over, especially your subconscious. But anyway, let me just get off of that for now. And if you have questions, like I said, you can drop them in, comments, your opinion, whatever that is. Now, what I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me till the end. But what I'd like to offer you is, it's called Attraction Marketing Formula. It is the book that I first got when I joined this company, or prior to joining this company. And it was just so awesome in the philosophy of it, the way that you build using it. And I know there's a lot of people out there talking about attraction marketing, attraction marketing. This is the real McCoy, and this is the one that was actually written by one of our leaders when he was just starting out in this company, looking at things in a different way and building in a different way. So yeah, he wrote this awesome book. It gives you a lot of information. It's an ebook, and I'm going to give you the information on the video in the comment section when this is downloaded. I really, really, and I still, it's like one of those books that's evergreen for me. I go back to it, and and he updates it periodically, putting more information in there. And so I get to go back and take a look and use the things that I know that are going to help someone else. So that's basically it. I'm not seeing any comments or questions or anything right now. I know people are busy, so I thank you for coming. And you can drop it in, whether you're here with me live or whether you're catching this on the replay. Drop your comments, your questions. Still let me know where you're coming in from. I'll give you a shout out. And yeah, so I hope that this was great. I hope that this was helpful. I hope it gives you something to think about. And I'm going to put that information on the video when it's downloaded in the comment section, so you can check it out and take advantage of it. It's at a really, really good I don't know how to, I don't want to say something and end up getting myself thrown off Facebook. So I'm gonna just say it's something awesome. check it out. And basically, that is it. So I will see you tomorrow, Thursday, and that will be my last day for my lives during the week. And so take care. And I hope wherever you are that you're having a blessed day. And talk soon. Bye now.